My name is Dr. Tawanda Muzamwese. I'm the Chief Sustainability Consultant for Toxconzo Consultancy, also known as the African Sustainability Consultants. I must say it was a wonderful moment here at the AFIA conference, the 12th AFIA conference held here at the Cape Town International Convention Center. My presentation looked at reimagining the role of internal audit profession in mainstreaming environmental and social governance. And my presentation touched on the global planetary crisis that we are facing, issues to do with climate change, deforestation, pollution, which have got impacts on our survival, the proliferation of droughts and natural disasters, but also effects on our health and that of our children. And the fact that for organizations, it has become a business imperative to implement ESG. Many investors, they are demanding ESG as a way and a criteria for them to make investment decisions, but also not forgetting the aspects to do with regulation and laws across Africa. We also looked at the aspects of corporate image, how ESG can help us to achieve corporate image. And I think the takeaway message was also to urge internal auditors to evolve or perish, to evolve from just looking at financial aspects, governance aspects, and risk aspects of audits, but also now looking at ESG, which has become a global imperative. A number of key recommendations emanate from this conference. I think the first key recommendation is for internal auditors to multi-skill themselves, to have other skills beyond financial skills, to have skills on non-financial disclosures, to broaden their understanding of assurance. And not only to the internal auditors as individuals, but as we look ahead, the institutes of internal auditors also now need to bring in ESG as part of their offering, as part of their value proposition, because we are getting new types of members. We are also getting into a deepening crisis. In fact, the earth and the world is basically in an emergency situation. The last 4 years, we had record-breaking temperatures. This year also, we are going to have an El Nino. So for Africa, it's not looking good. But in the middle of that crisis, there are also opportunities that we can find, and who else to step in than also the internal audit profession. So really, as we look forward, internal auditors must not remain rigid. If they remain rigid, they will become irrelevant. Why? Because AI has also come on board, but also because the audit profession is also changing. So if I don't change, if you don't change, if our colleagues do not change, then they are going to find themselves as redundant in future. But we are coming here not to crush anybody. We are coming here to talk about some realities that people are not comfortable to talk about, but also to encourage internal auditors because they have the experience to analyze data, they have experience to do audits and to do assessments, and we believe that internal audit profession is capable. For a long time, Africa and the world were focusing on Vision 2030 and coming up with sustainable development goals at the global stage. But look, this is 4 years before 2030. What have we achieved? Are we going to achieve the SDGs by 2030? So I believe a lot of progress has been made by Africa and the world, but this is the time, even before we reach 2030, to now say, beyond 2030, what is it that we need to do? We need deliberate policies. And yesterday I spoke and also gave recommendations to African governments. We need deliberate policies that promote sustainability, that promote adoption of circular economy. We also need to promote renewable energy technologies so that we reduce the pressure on the grid and also from unsustainable fuels. Apart from renewable energy, we are also now looking at energy efficiency in all sectors, industries, mining, construction and banking even. And finally, the adoption of ESG standards across the board and disclosure, living also in harmony with communities, because these things, we are not only doing them for ourselves, but also for the generations to come.